Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here at the Austin Preparatory School in Massachusetts. MIT will have a doubleheader today against the Husson Eagles. Both teams struggling to start the season. We'll have this doubleheader on a nice, cool Saturday here in March, early season. My name's Tim Lynch. I'll be on the call today for both teams. As I mentioned, both teams struggling to start the year. MIT only 1-9, Husson 1-5. So this will be a big opportunity for both these schools to gain some momentum with a doubleheader here today out of conference. Both games will be 7 innings, as that is what the schools agreed upon. And with that, I'll take you through the starting lineups with these schools. It's going to be Matthew Spencer on the mound for MIT, as he is here to lead off for the Eagles. The short he's here hitting 200 to start this season with a .333 on base percentage. First pitch misses, and we're underway. That was ahead 2-0. You're always thinking as the pitch hits the outside corner for one. Checked his swing, and now it's 2-2. As Sears now. And he strikes out, one up. And Matthew Spencer gets the strikeout. One away in the inning. And Maximo Del Pino, the two-hitter. Excuse me, Kane Randall, the two-hitter for Husson, hitting 18 this season. Some popping to hole. Defensive lineup, they have Matthew Spencer on the mound as hit up the middle, fielded cleanly. She throws it on to first. That is Del She, the shortstop, who just made that. John Dwyer is doing catching with James Dempsey at first base. Zed Moore playing second base at Owen Malone. From left to right, Yamato Takahashi, left field. Moore in center, as that is hit on the ground. Softly throw on to first. Dug out nicely. 1-2-3 inning for MIT, and then also Maximo Del Pino in right field. field for the Engineers. So quick 1-2-3 inning. Now MIT hit as Husson takes the field. On the mound for the Eagles, it will be Lawrence, who's pitched 6 innings this season. Lawrence on the mound. And then behind the plate, going to be Trevor Dunn. With Rendell playing first base. At second base, it's going Marshall. Third base will be Jack Cody. Shortstop going to be Keegan Sear, who led the inning for the Eagles. And then from left to right, it's going to be Henry Lossier. In center, Hunter Curtis. And in right field, it will be Matt Holmes. Dalton Shee leading off for the Engineers, hitting .389 on base percentage of .511. So his home run is 5 of 5 on base attempts. Also, the shortstop made a nice play in the play. Makes it 1-1. Curveball's in there. First strike 2. Nice pitch there from Lawrence. Now she's going to have to protect. Swings and fouls that one away, out of play. So it needs 1-2. Always for a team to get that leadoff hitter on. That one's going to miss away. Makes it even at 2-2. That one's low. Make it a full count. She will hit that one foul. So you're live. Having a good at bat here. Fouling off, working the count full. Exactly what you want to do. Get Lawrence's pitch count high. As play for out number 1. As Holmes makes a catch. Matt Holmes, the junior, out in right field. 1 up, 1 down. And now Mac Delpino hitting .375 this season. His first pitch swinging, fouls it away. for strike one. Swing and miss. Looked like he might have been up for that one. 0-2 to Del Pino. That one's going to miss away. 1-2 is the count. He takes a ball. And out off the plate as well. To go 2-2. Let's see how Lawrence chooses to attack Del Pino on this pitch. Ball just misses. So again, a full count. These MIT hitters are doing a nice job breaking the count. And Del Pino will hit one through the left side for a base hit. First base runner of the right team. He hits that one in between the shortstop and the third baseman. That one in between Cody and Sear. So now Del Pino on at first has this season and was caught. So I don't expect him to run here. Down to the outside part of the plate for strike one. The second baseman Zev Moore will come to the plate. 300 start this season, 417 on base percentage. And that one's going to be a strike as well, 0-2. I want to get that. 5. The right side of the field. This is where the runner on and only one out. Moore's going to want to hit that in the right field, get Del Pino for third. Obviously, easier said than done. Just that. That's going to be in the right. Pino's at third. He's at home. Throw to the plate. He's going to be safe as he gets in there. Del Pino comes all the way around. Great piece of hitting for Zev Moore. Goes into the right side. Del Pino showing off that speed. 1-0 MIT. Now the designated hitter, Joe Jefferson. Third, one out. So let's see how defense is playing back. I want to make some sort of contact. Although he's third baseman a little bit, third baseman in a little bit. As goes, could not have been hit to a worse spot. Second, safe at second, but they get the runner at third. Hit right to Cody, who was playing in. And Moore was up in no man's land. They're able to get him out. That's a big out right there. As Severson does get his position, but does not drive the run in. Now for Malone. Malone 345 this season, has a home run as he fouls for strike one. But Severson did make contact there, just could not worst spot on the field as Field was playing back. Field was playing back. He just hit it right in. And that's away. It's going to be, I believe, a pitch. But nonetheless, Severson gets third. He could score. 1-2 with 2 outs. 2 out hitting. And Malone will foul it away. So he stays alive. Nothing. MIT, if you're just joining us, Zedmore hit triple into the gap. That's where W from first. Away outside. 2-2 now. To the second base, they play one to first. He's out. Limits MIT to 1 run, as that's a great play at second base. Saves a run. As what was that? Nothing MIT. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, back up the second inning, as that was Colin Marshall. I just wanted to highlight of Husson, a senior baseman from Greenland, New Hampshire, who made that play to end. Had to dive to his backhand and got a glove on it. He broke run at first. Saved a run. 2-0 game. So Henry Lossier, winning ground ball to second for number 1. As Zedmore makes the play. 3. Now Holmes Jr. will dig in. Holmes this season hit 333. He has 2 home runs. He has the highest slugging percentage on the team. Almost fouled that one off. 2-1 is count. Swing and a miss. 2-2. That one will miss inside. Whoa. Full count now. 2 homes. Has not had a base runner yet. Trying to get someone on base. Hit to shortstop. Perfectly positioned is she for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Now checks in Tanner Crowley. Tanner Crowley playing each day is a catcher for her. He'll foul that one back. One. Ground ball to the first baseman, fielded cleanly. 1, 2, 3, 6 up, 6 down for Matthew Spence. And we'll go to the bottom half of the inning as Spenner has been flawless to start off. No mistakes. Just a 1-0 game. Remember, 7-inning games out of conference early in the season. If they have 7 innings, schools agree on what they want to do. They decided, let's just do 2 7-inning games today. Early in the season, only about 50 degrees. But you can sense that spring is right around the corner after that brutal win. Getting closer and closer. As baseball season is upon us now. If you follow professional baseball, the World Baseball Classic, players from all over the world play for their respective countries. Put on their Venezuela, able to come out with the victory. The United States winning 3-2, their first World Baseball Classic championship. And as all the teams are in spring training in Arizona or Florida, the regular season will start soon, in about a week or so. If you're a Red Sox fan, the pitching staff looks great, with additions like Sonny Gray and Ranger Suarez. Did lose a big bat. And the young guys are going to have to step up. We have some studs, of course, like Roman Anthony, who was hurt last season. Definitely has a lot of potential. And also, if you watch baseball, you have seen that a lot of the Red Sox did very well, including Wally Abreu, Roman Anthony, Branco. So, bottom second inning. MIT again. Dwyer. First pitch swinging off the glove. Close play at first. John Dwyer, the catcher. Ball. He can steer cleanly, and that made the difference. So the leadoff is on the Engineers. Now, first baseman. Dempsey with a little floater. That's a fall. Dwyer stop at second. But perfectly placed. Just a little bloop single. For Gene Dempsey on that one. Playing first base today. Also a catcher along with Dwyer. Also can play first. So first and second, nobody out. And it's going to be Takahashi. Doesn't really jump off. 1-0. One of the things you can see the corner infielder playing in. For the bunt. Takahashi goes for the bunt. 1. Takahashi gets it down, and everyone's going to be safe. Nobody out. Now Takahashi, great bunt. He would have advanced the runners no matter what. It was Rendell. Now everyone's safe. Here for the Engineers. Eaton Moore will come up to bat. Excuse me. Or the big RBI opportunity. He's hitting 278 this season. He's nobody out. He's going to want to limit the damage. You don't want to get. That's what would be huge. Strikeout does nothing. Moore fouls that one away. One, but big inning potential for NIT. As by the way, top of the order is one and two. Big out there. Exactly what Husson needed. Had to attack more. With bases loaded, nobody out. Strikeout. Advances, nobody. Double play could end the well. Back to the best hitter. Takes a pitch away. Fouls that one off. 1-1. Husson would just love it. Right shortstop or second baseman for easy middle infield double out of this jam. Chi to right field. That's going to be caught, but I believe it is deep enough for a sacrifice fly. Throws offline. Comes in to score. And Chi does his job. Drives on. MIT goes up 2-0. So now Pino, who scored the first run of the game, is on base with a single in the left field and driven home by Zev Moore. Got first and third out away. 2-0. Is him? They start off this game against Avery Lawrence. A lot of traffic on the base paths. Lawrence started this AB off pitch. Chased, and then he just took a fastball right down the middle. So kind of confusing Del Pino here. Now lead dribbled to the second baseman, throw on the first time for out number 3. So Husson's a good job there limiting the damage. 2-0 after 2 innings, and we'll go to the third here for baseball. Top of the third inning. Husson will put down a pair of runs. Trevor Poisson. Today for the Eagles. One that just hits the inside corner. It's 1-1. That one's going to miss off the plate. So Hassan goes ahead. As the Eagles don't have a base runner yet in the third inning. But they hit the corner, makes it 2-2. But the third inning really feels like the fifth inning, as these are just going to be 7-inning games. As Poisson hits that one in center field, goes warning track, but Takahashi that carried a little bit. Number 1. Cody. Third baseman. Who will step into the box. Off speed. Goes in there for strike 2. I'll tip into the mitt for strike 3. Dwyer. 2 up, 2 down. Now will come to second baseman for Husson. A very nice play in the first inning. Gets his first appearance of the day. And that pitch is the high 0-1. One pitch misses. That one just catches the corner. Two inning. Fielding down. Husson is their first base runner of the day. For second, he's going to be as that is Husson's first hit of the game, but it's actually not their first base runner. As great throw from right field. Yes, that was Maximo Del Pino. Nice throw. As seems to have gotten a little bit aggressive there. Now each team has lost one on the base. Thirds. So one comes right back out. It's going to be Zev Moore leading off today. Excuse me, not today. For MIT. In the third, he's 1 for 1. Had it in the first. Drove in Del Pino. Bottom of the third now. Moore on the ground to Cody. Throw over to first. For out number 1. Rendell. Nice scoop. It's going to be Joey Severson. That first pitch is high for ball one. The pitch just drops in the beautiful off-speed pitch. Makes it 1-1. That one's going to miss inside. That one's going to be called a strike. Looked like very much spots. Nonetheless, 2-2. Hit to short. It's going to be Kyle Yerr. 2 away in the inning. Nice play there. Sear. There's been good defense today from both sides. We just that catch by Sear. Obviously, Colin Marshall had a nice play at second base, crossing Delpino for MIT. Defense, I believe, is the most underrated part of baseball. Bat. Defense it's talked about, but obviously it's huge, especially in playoff baseball. Where most teams are good contact squads, and they're putting pressure on the defense to make plays. And it can save runs. It can eliminate any potential threats on the base paths. Defense is important for sure. So 1-2, 2-1. And strike three hits the outside part of the plate. Good inning there from Avery Lawrence. 3 up, 3 down, the bottom. Excuse me, the top of the fourth. Welcome back. Top of the fourth inning, 2-0 MIT. The 7-inning game. Sear showing Husson was finally able to get their first hit with Colin Marshall. That one's in there. 1-1. That one misses outside. So 1. Center had 2 pitches after 3 innings of the work. I'd be shocked if Spanner goes about 5 pitches today. Strike 3 as Sear strikes out. 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Now it's Rendell. In. 0-1 is the count. This is off the plate. Makes it 1-1. That's hit well. Into right center field. Back at the wall, and Rendell goes yard. Gets Husson on the board. It's the lead in half. 2-1. Rendell with his 3rd home run of the season. Gets the Eagles on the board. It's a big hit there. Takahashi ran out of room. 2-1 is the score. Let's see if that wakes the rest of the offense up. You can see trying to groove a little bit offensively. Marshall had a hit Rendell. That one is off plate. Sometimes just one hit, the rest of the. And makes the count 1-2. 1 away. That almost hits him, just inside. So it's now full count to Hunter Curtis, the center fielder. Hunter Curtis with the base as he swings and misses. Big strikeout there for Spinner to come back after giving up the home run. 2 away in the inning. Henry Lossier will now step in with 2 outs. in the top of the fourth. Brings her back. No. No one's in there to make it 1-1. That one will be out off to OCA. One and two outs in the fourth. And that hits the outside part of the plate. So Husson gets on the board. Cameron Bell home run. Cuts. So we head to the bottom of the fourth, 2-1. So no MIT. Respond. Get that insurance run back. I do feel like they could have more today. More runs. Base runners. Had a guy picked off. Well, not picked off, but a lot of these paths at the base. Avery Lawrence back out there. Who has pitched well today. Given some innings now in his fourth inning of work. So on the fourth inning, my team now leads 2-1. Husson's got their first day with the Cam Rendell home run, his third of the season. John Dwyer, the catcher, at the plate. He was 1-for-1 today. Swing this. Makes it 1-2. As that's going to be fouled away. Remains 1-2. As looked like he got jammed, but did a nice job staying alive. Hit into center field. That's going to fall, and Dwyer's 2 for 2. As that gets ball in center field, he's going to take second. Some lackadaisical effort out in the outfield, and Dwyer's able to get himself in scoring position to lead off the inning. So as MIT will talk over, James Dempsey comes to the plate. who's also 1 for 1 today, playing first base. So the fielders are in. And now Husson will talk things over. Pitcher and catcher Lawrence and Poisson. I 1-0. Dempsey shows bunt, pulls it at 2 now. You almost feel like a walk would be the worst thing in the world here. Ball. That's right. One run game, 2-1. Bottom fourth of the 7-inning game. If he can get this run in, that would be huge. It's insurance. They're 9 defensive outs away from a win. That pitch is high. So 3-1. Good bunt there. Just right over to third. MC will be out at first, but he does his perfection. That was an excellent bunt. And you got a runner at third with less than 2 outs. Got to get this run in. Takahashi will be at the plate. Infield is in. Takahashi goes after the first pitch. Away. Takahashi fouls that one away. 0-2 now. Contact support. And that's going to be fouled off into right field. Oh, and 2. Takahashi into center. This is going to run in as he flies out, but more than deep enough. MIT will go ahead 3-1 as Fire gets across. Big insurance run. And this is where he went off with a basic hit in center, but fielded kind of slowly and bobbled. Dwyer was able to take second, so it's a double is what it was. And Dempsey's bunt gets him to third, and Takahashi's sacrifice fly Gets him in. So they play some small ball. Go ahead 3-1. 2 away in the inning now. So that one hits corner. Aton Moore at plate. Fouls that one away. 1-2 with 2 away in the inning. Gets that run back that they gave up in the bottom half of the inning. So they lead by 2 again. As Aton Moore pops that up and it will be caught at second base. For out number 3, as that is Marshall who makes the catch. So we'll take it. Come back for the 5th inning. Top of the 5th inning, Matt Holmes will lead off for the Eagles. Spanner still on the mound as first pitch is taken away for 1. So 1-1, as that is a strike. Swing and a miss. 1-2. That one high and outside. So it's 2-2 now. On the ground, the first baseman for out number 1. As Dempsey fields it, just steps on the bag. 1 up, 1 down. On the ground, foul. Take right now at the plate. 0 for 1 today. That pitch is upstairs. Does hit the top of the strike zone. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Or no, I guess the previous one was called a ball. So now it is 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's strike 3 as Crowley strikes swinging. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 5th. And Trevor Poisson up at the plate now. Head coach Chris Morris come out, discuss things with Spinner. Spinner has been sensational. Spinner will stay in the game. Spinner at 57 pitches. Two away in the top of the 5th. First pitch misses. 1. Spinner largest 2 hits today. That's hit to third. Fielded cleanly. Thought he had caught it, but apparently he didn't. Home plate umpire said no catch. And alone, when he realized it was ruled not a catch, threw it to first a little bit late. So Husson gets a 2-out base runner. Ball is in there for strike 1. It's hitting the right field, and it will be caught. So MIT got no damage done. Spinner has been yeah. Welcome back. Bottom of the 5th inning. Tanner Audiatis be the new pitcher for Husson. Pitch in the third season is not allowed to run. First pitch swinging on the ground. Tough play. Throw to first. He's out. G gets on base. Leadoff man is on. Let's see what MIT decides to do. So now it's Del P. Brings it back. It will be called a strike, so 0-1 to Del P. That one misses off. And 1 now. No dub. So 1-2 now. Runner's going, and ball gets away anyways, so she's in scoring position with nobody. She's going again. And he gets third. Del Pino does strike out as he went out. So 1 away. The runner at third. Infield's going to be in yet again. MIT trying to get more chances. There's a swing and a miss for Zev Moore. That one misses off the plate. That one's off the plate. 2-2. That is ripped into right field. And he gets another run across. It's 4-1. Zev Moore with his second RBI of the day gives the Engineers a 3-run lead. That pitch is in there, 1-1. One, two now. Strike three. Severson strikes out. 2-away inning. Now at the plate, it's 0-1. Malone 0 for 2 today. Pitch is in there, 1-2 now. MIT leads it 4-1. On the ground, Cody, throw on to first is in time for 3. But MIT gets a run across. Zev Moore single. She's scores, and we'll head to the top of the 6th. 4-1 Engineers. Welcome back. Top of the 6th inning. Engineers lead by As the pitcher is in for MIT, it's Jeff Finnegan. Finnegan has pitched in 4 1/3 innings pitched this season. Colin Marshall at the plate, 1-1. Final line, he goes 5 innings, the last 1 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts. Certainly gave his team a chance to win. He had 65 pitches. That was in there. 2-2 now to Marshall. There. For out number 1, Will criticizing, but the umpire has had a big strike zone today. Ben more on the little side. There's that one a little bit off the plate, but it's called a strike. And that one's in there for strike 1. That one misses. 1-1. Swing and miss. 3-2. Full count now. To Keegan Sear. The leadoff hitter for the Eagles. Gonna need to get him on base. That's the home run today. He's up next. And that's this way. So Husson has a runner on. Cam Rendell will come up now. Lefty righty has a homer. Runner on. Husson trails by 3. You have to remember their final 5 outs. This is just a 7-inning game. 7 innings today. First pitch, 1-0. That was off the plate, 2-0. Now is the count. Sean pulled it back in there for a strike. That is one in the fall. Nope, it will be caught. Takahashi around there for out number 2. Hunter Curtis now at the plate. First fielder for Husson. Quickly goes down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch with 2 outs. Runner at first. Keegan here. They check on him. He gets back safely. I'm going to miss outside. 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Finnegan has a clean inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. 4-1 IT. It's going to be Max Hopkins, who will be the pitcher for Husson. Bottom of the 6th inning. Max Hopkins has pitched 4 and has a 2.25 ERA. He is a freshman. So John Dwyer will lead off for MIT, who is 2 for 2 today. First pitch swing in, misses for 1. Dwyer has scored 2 runs today. That one's inside, misses, makes the count 1-1. One misses down, so head in the count 2-1. One outside. Hitters count now 3-1 to Dwyer. Looking to get on base for a 3rd time today. Outside. So Dwyer reaches again. Now it's going to be Dempsey. Let's see what MIT decides to do. Dempsey shows bunt, pulls it back for strike 1. MIT MIT led 2-0. Email of Husson cut that lead in half in the top fourth to make it 2-1, but then MIT responded one of their own in the fourth, one in the fifth, and now they have the in the sixth. As that's a slow roller to go on to first for out number one. Dwyer does advance to second, so in position with one out. Yamato, Takahashi up at the plate. That pitch is in there. Strike one. Get a bat to Marshall, throws it on to first, number two. So, runner advances. Dwyer at third. There is 2 outs. So, pass ball or wild pitch should be able to score. Just the backstop is pretty far back. Eton Moore at the plate. Trying to get Dwyer in. 3 runs scored on the day, which is a great day. One bounces in the turf, but stopped by pitcher. Poisson, nice stop there. 1-1, 2 outs. Poisson with a little bloop field, and it will be caught for out number 3 by Lassier. So, we head 7th, MIT 3 outs away from the win. Welcome back. Top of the 7th, 3 outs away from kicking off with Rubin is the pitcher for the Engineers. He has 20 season with a 6 ERA. Henry will lead off for the Eagles. Just made the catch to end 6. As that one's in there. 0-2 quickly to OCA. That's just outside. He's at 6-6 from Arlington, Virginia. That's going to be on the ground, fielded cleanly, throw on to first. He's going to be safe. There's an error there, just what Husson needed. As that was Zev Moore who just threw it off the bag. So we'll see. First leadoff hitter is on. Now it's going to be Matt Holmes. Comes to the plate. So that pitch is in there for strike 2. So the count is now 1-2. Runner is going. As that pitch fouled off. Check on the runner, he gets back. Holmes strikes out. Number 1. Now Liam Kelly will pinch hit for the Eagles. Kelly hitting. He's won 3 this season, so hitting .333. Has a single. Check on runner. Close, but Losier gets back. Checking in. Do feel like if you're Rubin, focus on batter, run lead. There's only 1 man on. What you can't do is have 2 men on. There he goes. Throw down second. He is safe. It's in there. for strike two. That's in there. Strike three. Look at the off-speed pitch. Two away. Husson's is Trevor Poisson, the catcher. That's for pitch to the third baseman. Throw off first, and MIT wins game one of this doubleheader. Nice play by Owen Malone. 4-1. Highlight of the game has to be a starting pitcher, Spenner. Matthew Spenner today went 5 innings, allowed just 1 run, only 3 hits, no walks, and had 6 strikeouts. So, MIT with that one, 4-1. Improving on the season to 2-9. They've now won 2 in a row. Husson falls to 1-6. Second game of this doubleheader will start in about 30 minutes. So we'll take a break, come back. I'm Tim Lynch. Thank you to everyone who listened, but at the same time, don't go anywhere, as game 2 of this doubleheader will start in about 30 minutes. Welcome back to MIT Baseball for Game 2 of this doubleheader between the Engineers and the Husson Eagles. MIT was able to pick up a win in Game 1, beating Husson 4-1, led by Matthew Spenner's outstanding performance, allowing just 1 run through 5 innings. Now, getting ready for Game 2, as just a reminder, this is 2 7-inning games between MIT and Husson. As MIT looking to pick up the 2-game sweep in this doubleheader. As I mentioned during the first game, it's been a struggle for both these schools to start off the season. MIT, after that win, they improved to 2-9. Husson falls to 1-6. As this game being played at Austin Prep in Reading, Massachusetts, as the MIT baseball field is under renovation. Keegan Sear will lead off for Husson, as he did in Game 1 of the doubleheader. He is essentially the team's leadoff hitter. That first pitch is inside for ball 1. Outside for the plate. And that's also called a strike. So 1-2 to Sear. So I have to say, this Austin Prep field, as that's hit on the ground to third base, handled cleanly onto first for out number 1. This Austin Prep field is one of the nicest high school stadiums I've seen. Owen Malone made that play, by the way, for MIT. As I graduated at Endicott, which is one of the best D3 baseball schools in the country. And no disrespect, but I do feel like this Austin Prep field might be nicer. This is a high school field. Not that the Endicott field isn't great, as I have some great memories there as well. Swing and a miss. 0-2 is the count to Henry Lossier. Thomas Grissamore is the pitcher for MIT. Number 21. Thomas Grissamore has appeared in 4 games this season, pitched 3 1/3. That is belted to left field, but goes foul. But Lossier got a good piece of that one. Just pulled it foul. A little bit out in front of it. That one is popped up. Center fielder's got it for out number 2. Takahashi makes the catch in center, 2 up, 2 down. Now it's Cam Rendell, who had the home run for Husson in the first game, which it was a solo shot, scored the Eagles their only run of the game. Takes ball one outside. Pitch is high and away. 2 balls, 1 strike to the hitter, Rendell. That one misses down. So hitters count now 3-1 to Rendell with Hunter Curtis on deck for the Eagles. Rendell goes after it. Takahashi makes the running catch for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning. Start off game 2 of this doubleheader. We'll stay on the air for the bottom of the first. Now it's going to be Christopher Wusignan. So Wusignan will be the pitcher for the Eagles. He's pitched 4 1/3 this season in 2 appearances. Gets the start here in game 2. By the way, this is, I just want to say, the best stretch of sports in the year. Just think about what we've had already in 2026. You have the Super Bowl and the Winter Olympics in February. Goes right into March with, of course, March Madness, and also, in my opinion, the most underrated tournament in sports, the World Baseball Classic, just happened. After March, we're going to go right into April. MLB will start. We'll have the Masters. We'll have the NBA and NHL playoffs. We'll even have the NFL draft. So, just a great stretch if you're a sports fan. And it's starting to get warm out. It gets dark later in the day. Happy time. As Dalton Shee will lead things off for the Engineers. First pitch is in there for strike 1. The 1-1. That one's low. So she goes ahead 2-1. One misses inside. Dalton Shee, the on-base machine, up 3-1. Exactly what you want your leadoff hitter to be. As he swings and fouls that one back, make it a full count. That one's high. So she reaches base safely. So the leadoff hitter is on. It's going to be Jack Finnegan, who will hit, playing second base here in game 2. And yes, this is the guy who just pitched in the first game, now playing second base. See a lot of two-way players in college. Finnegan is one of them. Can do it on the mound or in the field. That one's in there. Count is 1-1. Throw down, and they got him. She is out at second. Great throw behind the dish. Liam Kelly with an absolute cannon. And one away in the inning, and the count is 1-2 on Finnegan. As that just misses outside. On the ground, foul. Foul tip into the mitt. Strike 3. And there's 2 away in the inning. As Zev Moore, who is the DH in this game, will hit. First pitch is high for ball 1. That one misses low, so 2-0. Two and one. Moore on the ground, fielded cleanly. Throw on to first for out number 3. Colin Marshall makes the play. So we'll go to the second. 0-0 is the score. Welcome back. Top of the second inning. Hunter Curtis will lead things off for the Eagles as that pitch is called a strike. On the ground. It'll be fielded cleanly. She all the way to first for out number one. Nice throw. Now it's going to be Matt Holmes. First pitch is in there for strike one. Matt Holmes, the right fielder. Swings and misses that one. Goes down 1-2. That one's low. Swing and a miss. Got him on the high fastball. 2 up, 2 down, as now the catcher, Liam Kelly, will come on in. Pinch hit at the end of game 1. Now gets the start here in game 2. Behind the dish, he's already thrown out Dalton Shee on what was a hose. On the ground, fielded cleanly, and he'll just take it himself for out number 3. That's James Dempsey. As we go to the bottom of the second now, we'll stay on. It's going to be Justin Lynn to lead off. Playing left field today. And this is interesting. Justin Lynn does not have an at-bat this season, not a plate appearance this season. He does pitch. He's pitched an inning. So he's just a first-year player from New York, New York. Went to Hunter College High School in New York, getting his first collegiate plate appearance. Justin Lynn. He'll go up against Chris Lusignan. So Severson steps in. That's not Justin Lynn. That's Joey Severson. Goes ahead in the count, 2-0. Swings and misses at that one. Makes it 2-1. That misses down and outside, so 3-1 to Severson. Strike 2, full count now. That one hits him. So he reaches base. Severson is on to start the inning. Now it's going to be Owen Malone to hit. Nice bunt there. Will advance the runner. So runner in scoring position with one out. Malone sacrifices. Severson over. Now James Dempsey playing first base today, hitting .294 on the season will hit. That one misses off the plate, so 3-0 to Dempsey. MIT looking to get that first run across here in the bottom of the second. That one's in there, so he'll take a strike on 3-0. Makes it 3-1. Fouled off. So now a full count after starting 3-0. Wuskinen has battled back. Fouled back. Good at bat here. From Dempsey. I don't know what just happened. Looked like he leaned into it almost. I don't know, it might have hit the knob of the bat. If it hit him, though, I kind of do feel like he leaned into it. That should be strike 3. So he reaches base. So it's going to be first and second with 1 out. Fouled back for strike 1. Maximo Del Pino at the plate. Scored a run in the first game. Right fielder hitting .375 on the season. Fouled back. 0-2 is the count. That one misses. That one's outside. 2-2 is the count. Breaking ball got him looking. Big out there. 2 away in the inning. Hanvin Lee comes to the plate. Who's doing the catching today in this second game. Hanvin Lee, who has struggled to start the season, has an RBI opportunity. 2 away. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. The 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. So Lee stays alive. That one's inside. So a ball to Lee. That one's going to be high. So the count is even now. 2-2.